if you are traveling to Ghana and you work and you're like, okay, well, when I get to Ghana, where am I going to work from? Then look no further, because I today am sitting at the amazing Dynaspace, and I'm so excited because we're going to be having a conversation with the CEO of this amazing space that provides you with everything you need to just set yourself up and just work, right? The co-working space, spaces for you to start up your business as well, and we're going to get into all of that. So guys, if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, then make sure you subscribe. And if you are interested in finding out more about how you can find somewhere to work from, how to set up your business, and so much more, then stay tuned, because this is going to be a very interesting conversation. So guys, let's get into it. So, Mr. Abraham, so many people come to me and be like, Lorraine, I want to start up a business, or I'm coming to Ghana and I need somewhere to work from, or I need to hold a workshop, or I need to run an event, for example. So, and people ask me all the time, Lorraine, where can I hold my event? Where can I work from? How can I start my business up? I feel like I found a solution, guys. And that is in the shape of Dynaspace. So, Mr. Abraham, welcome. And let us know more about who you are and what Dynaspace is all about.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me. So I'm Warwi, or Abraham. I'm a business consultant and also supply chain expert. I spent a lot of time in the corporate world, both here in Ghana and in Europe, precisely UK, and some occasionally in the US. So I've seen quite a lot in the business world. Again, coming here to Dynaspace, I think, one of the things that I discovered, being here and traveling, is ability to have a ready space, for entrepreneurs or individuals that need space just to use, and also help them to save costs. So if you don't need a space for so long, why do you rent a space for a month and keep it? So that's the problem we are trying to solve. Provide ready space for people who need it, they use it, and then other people can use it. So it's efficient, it's cost effective, supports their business, etc. Behind the space is business solution. So you don't only need a space. When you need a space, you need all the business solutions behind the space to be able to do business. So the second part of our business model is to support entrepreneurs and business with business solutions. If you need a legal support, we have folks in our network that can provide that. If you want to set up a business, if you need an accountant, if you need a supply chain expert to look at your supply chain, you need an entrepreneur to look at your growth in terms of business. So we have all that behind to actually power your business. So we not just provide space, provide the engine,
the support. I love it. As you were speaking, I was like, my audience needs to understand this from the perspective of real estate, because a lot of people watch me for my real estate content as well. But you spoke a lot about, we're in a society now, it's all about the gig economy, it's about sharing, and you provide the solution that speaks to people that are in the business world that don't necessarily need to, let's use the terminologies in real estate, for example. You don't need to go and buy a house or go and rent out somewhere entirely, but you're using it for the duration in which you need, for example, right? Absolutely. So for those of you that are coming to Ghana, you're traveling to Ghana, and you need somewhere for you to set up and work, you can play, there's spaces to do that as well. You can meet as well. You can dine with having your meetings and conferences, right? But tell me, with all of this, like, what inspired you to start up a space? And also for people that want to know where we are located as well, just provide a bit of context towards that.
So the reason why we started a space is, one is we just found a great space in Accra, which is the Signature Apartment, which is located right next to the biggest interchange in Accra, very accessible from all directions. High quality building, great infrastructure, high speed internet, 24-hour security, 24-hour backup power. What else do you need? So with that space, I think it was, what can we use this space for? and being a business person, also an entrepreneur, is this space will be very useful for entrepreneur business people, but to be able to satisfy a lot of needs.
Yeah.
Because if you have a space like this, you don't want to misuse it.
Yeah.
So we have to come up with a model that can actually optimize the space.
Right.
Use as many needs as possible, but mainly support businesses, but also support other social needs as well.
Okay.
So again, great location, great facility, tech enabled,
Yep.
ready to use. I think if you're coming here, it's ready to use.
Right. Right.
If you happen to stay in any of the signature apartments, it's just a walk down to work to work in the Dynaspace. So I think all that coming together just provided the perfect opportunity to be able to put a space like this here, for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, so we are here located at Signature, and we're actually overlooking a pool. There's a court, there's just great views, and like he shared, right, there's a restaurant. So if anybody is keen to like find a place where they can call their base and their office, they've got all the facilities that they need around them as well, right? So you can basically come to work and then go for lunch and across over there.
Absolutely.
And also dine your colleagues and things like that.
Yeah.
So you said about business solutions, right? So a lot of people come to me all the time and they're asking Lorena, even today I have a message in my inbox of somebody saying that they want to start up, for example, a vending machine business. Somebody else says they want to start up different things. And people are asking me for advice on how to do that. Where does your services come into play when it comes to making sure that we can actually get people to get started with business? Like, how can somebody out there know what to do when it comes to starting their business, especially when they don't live in Ghana?
Yeah. No, that's great. So, I mean, from my own experience, when I, started the process of registering a business, it was quite daunting. Where do you go? Who do you speak to, etc. Right? So I can understand, that, so learning from that, our goal is to make it easier, for folks. So, for example, if you want to register a business or you're interested in a particular area, we will go into our network and look at, what are some of those trusted businesses that we have in our network to be able to support you. Maybe you need a tax advisor, you need a legal person to hold your hand to go through the process. Yes, would direct you to that individual. That individual would help you. So we are creating an ecosystem. Of collaborators that clients can work with and be able to get results. So I mean that's the goal, to create an ecosystem that makes it very easy, efficient, no frustration. I mean, you can understand some of the frustrations that first go there, and then you can just focus on why you want to do business, which is deliver value to your clients. So
and for those people that don't have a business, or rather, those who do have a business, so I know you work with a lot of corporate entities as well, so established businesses out there, and they need maybe spaces to have meetings. I had an event here, so I had a real estate tour, and we had a seminar here with Old Mutual. So you work with a lot with with businesses, with consultancy companies, with banks, etc. So I guess, what are some of the facilities that are available for use for some of these corporates?
So yes, you agree. We work with a number of the big companies and corporates within the country. So again, most people are looking for very serene spaces to work within. Spaces that give them uninterrupted internet, spaces that are comfortable. They're modern, not different from their office. Maybe even a little bit, a
bit more relaxed as well.
Yes, and, space that they can have everything they need, from, catering support to being able to, go out, have that peace to work. The good thing about this space is that at least 90% of our space is, you can see the sun. I mean, so you
see the glow. You see the glow.
So you're in the space, but you're still out there. You can feel what's going on, but you still have your peace within our space. And I think that ambience is different. The space puts you in a mindset that drives certain kind of thinking that we have to be productive when we come here. So I think those things work well for most companies, and most companies want to do things confidential, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this space, most people wouldn't know you're here. You just come do your business. We have a lot of the high-level confidential interviews here in this space, and it's because of that confidentiality.
Right.
You walk in here, everybody knows what, you come have your meeting and you go. So I think that also attracts a lot of the top-end customers that we have, and again, just great customer service, so that you just come and focus on what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Everything else will take care of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you think, just generally, like the future of co-working environments and spaces are, like more generally, especially here in Ghana? I mean, in the Western world, we're very used to it. We're very used to the modern way of working, which is plug and play, taking out spaces just when you need it to save on cost, be efficient. When we're having team offsites, finding a space that supports us. Even podcasts, you can even do podcasts here as well, right?
Absolutely.
Podcast setups, if you like to do that, and you like to record content, this space is available, multi-use facilities available here. But what do you think generally in Ghana, are people used to that? What do you think the future of that space is generally?
I think we're getting there. I think COVID drove a lot of mindset change and space use, but I think the corporate folks, the travelers, they get the concept.
Yes, they do.
And I think now it's working with entrepreneurs here that it shouldn't be that difficult for you to run your business.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have to go looking for a space to rent by yourself and pay deposit for that long.
Yes.
You just
I think that's a challenge for a lot of people.
You just need to be organized, plan your day. I'm going to do 2 hours at Dynaspace, and it has to be productive.
So how does somebody book? What is the booking process?
So we have various ways of booking. So you can book online. We have a booking facility online. That's www.dynaspace.biz. You can book. All the facilities are there. You can just send a WhatsApp message to our team downstairs, or you can just call. Okay. So very simple approach for booking, if you book online and the facility is available, you see it's available. If it's not available, you would know. But so there are all those options of booking, but it's fairly straightforward.
Amazing. But does somebody have to be a member of the space, or they could just register on the day, or how does that work? So
there are options. You can be a member, which gives you some benefits, and now as we get discount on most of the facilities, or you can just walk in. You can just walk in and say, I need a space to work, and there you go, ready for you. Ready for you indeed.
You've spoken a lot about business, and there's one thing we have in common, which was, if you see some grey hairs coming through on me, you know why, okay? We both studied at the University of Oxford. We did our executive MBA there, and I believe I was there before you.
That's correct. Yes.
I'm your senior.
That's true.
Wow.
I'm following your footsteps.
But tell me how the journey at Oxford, like why did you go to Oxford? Why did you go to your executive MBA? And how that led to you doing Dynaspace as well?
Wow, that's a loaded question. So I've always had the ambition of, being in business. So though my background is supply chain, I did supply chain, most of my career. Beyond supply chain is the real business, So that led me to, beyond supply chain, what else do I do? So, I have to broaden my expertise in strategic business thinking, strategic management. So that drove me to, get onto the MBA course, which was fantastic. The process was very stringent, but I think it shaped the way, I think about business. It shaped the way I see the world.
Yes, it does.
And relationships and networks, all that stuff. And also shapes me in terms of what impact are you going to have. So in a corporate world, you can rise up, all the ladder, but you're still in that space, But being an entrepreneur, coming out of that and taking the risk to do something else creates a lot more impact, For example, we're impacting, young entrepreneurs coming on board. We are saying that, hey, it shouldn't be that difficult for you to do a business because we created this space for you. We're employing people.
Yes.
And through the process, we are training them to be entrepreneurs themselves. So I keep saying to the folks that it's not enough to be a worker. What I want to see from you, you're training yourself to be an entrepreneur. So see what you're doing. Get into that space. So I think, site, it's really changed the way I think about, what impact should I make with all the expertise and experience I have. And I think this is one way of, me trying to, impact this country.
Great. Congratulations to you as well and doing that. And I mean, people, unless they've gone to Oxford, they've gone through the Said Business School experience, they'll never know how your brain is now wired to be productive, to run, to literally just think out of the box of a lot of things. And you get that now because they challenge you. It's challenging.
Absolutely.
It's challenging. 2 years of intense.
It was tough.
Yeah, it's probably the hardest thing I've done in my life.
Yeah, I think for me as well. I mean, I just got into a new role, a big role when I got onto the program. So it was challenging. So, back and forth, travel here, keeping our course.
The other travel as well. So we went to China.
Exactly.
We learned. We went to India. We went to San Francisco, the center of business. We went to, I'm trying to remember, South Africa. So all of these experiences, I guess, shape you. And also with Dynaspace, how you're able now to help other future entrepreneurs to come up, because you've been to the best university in the world. You've been able to shape your mind in a mindset which is all about the future of business and opportunities. So doing Dynaspace and providing that dynamic space, I'm sure has really helped in terms of the vision behind here as well.
Absolutely. And I think, when we were in India, I think we visited an incubation center, and it was amazing the number of entrepreneurs and the facility that was presented for them. 5, 6, 7 stories.
Wow.
And these are young entrepreneurs trying to innovate and create. And I was like, okay, why can't we do the same?
Why can't we?
So I think the inspiration came from
look at that
travel.
Look at that.
And when I had the opportunity, I think, okay, let's make it happen. So speaking about making it happen, recently I attended the Entertainment Week Summit in Accra, and the topic was all about how the government is creating this 1 billion creator economy. And a lot of the creators that attended that event spoke a lot about access to space and access to facilities. So is that something that you believe like Dynaspace is now solving that, or how are you looking at trying to contribute? You spoke about impact, but contribute in one way or another to the government's goals and targets on this. So space is one of the issues that we're solving, and not just space, but quality space at affordable cost, readily available as and when you need it. So yes, we have the space. It's tech enabled. We have high-speed internet. So yes, we can support that program. Effectively, we can run this space 24 hours because of where we are located. So I think we really fit into that program, and I think we kind of registered for something like that to support. I think there will be some programs this year on that. But yes, we set up for it. I think it's a great challenge. It's great for the youth. So if we have the facility to support it, why not? And beyond space, I think we spoke a little bit about the kind of people that can have access to this place. So corporates, startups, scale-ups, entrepreneurs, etc. So one of their challenges is space, which you solve. But what other challenges do you think people that are in growth stage or scale-up businesses, what other challenges do you think they face that you also solve? So I think it's mainly when they get to that growth stage is what do they do next. So around capability development, mentorship. So we have folks in our ecosystem. So we collaborate with Success Hub. Success Hub actually drives a lot of entrepreneurship training throughout the cycle. So we have those resources within our ecosystem that can actually support, folks in that space. Not only in growth stage, but you are at a stage that you're stagnant. You're running out of ideas. How do you go back and recreate?
Right.
So, our model supports that whole cycle with the ecosystem that we are building. So if you're here, you have a lot of resources and network, and bear in mind you're dealing with like-minded people that really want to make an impact and support. So that's what we are trying to drive.
Yeah, wow. So, we have learned and we've seen everything to do with Dynaspace, right? We've seen the vision behind this place, how you can access the space, who is it for? So whether you are traveling to Ghana, whether you have a business, you're in startup or scale up mode, whether you are just thinking of ideas and looking at how you can actually just register your business as well. But also maybe kind of ways in which you can just bring your team together and have meetings and the conference facilities as well. Absolutely. And I think there's just so much that you can do here. No wonder why you're calling it Dynaspace, dynamic space, because there is so much that you can do here. So I commend you for everything that's been done here, and I appreciate you showing me here as well. So if anybody's interested in finding out more, can you just summarize how people can find you, where they can find you, and once again, finally, any final remarks for people that want to try out your space?
So to find us, if you're in Accra, we're next to the Tetteh Quarshie Interchange in the signature apartment. You can't miss it. You can find us on the website www.dynaspace.biz. So there's a lot of information out there, how to book, what facilities we have, etc. So my final comment is we are here to support entrepreneurs. It's a long game. This is our first model facility. We believe that we will scale and scale in other parts of the country, even regionally and globally. That's the vision, because entrepreneurs need space.
Yes.
They need facilities, they need support, and we want to provide that one-stop shop. So we go beyond space. We provide all the business solutions support behind the space. So when you come to Dynaspace, you are sure of almost everything you need to have a good business.
I hope one day we could pitch for funding, maybe through Dynaspace, and then all of that as well. And you can start investing and have equity stakes, and you never know what may happen, right? It is Dynaspace indeed. So you've heard how to register, how to book the facilities, and how to use it. So thank you so much for having us here today. We do appreciate it. And if you want to find out more, then do check out dynaspace.biz, and you can book your facilities there as well. So I've been Lorraine. And guys, if you want to find out more about how you can get started in business and real estate in Ghana, then do make sure you stay tuned, you subscribe to this channel, you like, you comment, and also give this video a thumbs up. So for those people that are traveling to Ghana who don't know where they can work from, don't know who to speak to start a business, they can find this video. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.